Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Just a quick update. Basically, what I told you in the previous video that we are still looking here for one more low in a C wave, I think is going to play out. It's currently not looking like a direct breakout to the upside here for ETH. I think we're going to head lower here in the C wave. It's the same wave count that I've had in the previous video. I think in the previous video it was somewhere here. I think we were just starting to have a little bit of a move up here into the 1225 range, but it was looking like we only had 3 waves up. This didn't work out, made a lower high, told you that this is most likely a B wave, and we're coming down in another C wave, and it could very well be. And again, we're getting into micro counting here. Just want to show you the possibilities here. This could be a 1, 2, maybe here another 1, 2 of the 3, there'll be a 4 and a 5. So this would currently be my expectation unless we now really rally and break out above the 1230 level, which would make it more likely, I think, to see more imminent upside. But really a direct breakout for a direct bullish outcome of this would, to see that really and to get evidence for that, we would need a breakout above this resistance area here at 1290, $1,290. At the moment, as we are heading into the weekend, I would expect rather at the moment, based on this wave count, a drop down lower, which would not damage the overall bullish potential of the chart. It would though lead to a retest probably of the 1130 level in that range down there. And this is where we have a very, very important decision point, because this will most likely be the decision where the Ethereum price is going to head to in the next few days and weeks. So are we going to break the June low, or are we going to have a bullish outcome here? So this is going to be the decision point. ETH is one of the few charts where I have quite a bullish stance towards, right? Which doesn't mean that, we should blindly go into this and stuff like that. No, I mean, this still requires, especially in a very young trend. This is a very possible young trend to the upside here. If it really starts, then it is still high risk. Yeah. So, and it is not a very reliable pattern that we see here. I did mention that as well. So this could be absolutely a 1-2 setup, but it would need to stay above 1130. And if we break 1130, then we're probably going to lose the 9th of November low. And then we still have one more chance to find support at the $1,000 level. It wouldn't be the red count then though. The red count would be invalidated. I would have to reset this wave 2 and put it basically over here where we're retesting the $1,000 level. So yeah, Ethereum, one of the, let's say, the good coins out there at the moment, which is not necessarily looking for a new low. I did post it earlier on Telegram and Discord that I think, like 95% of coins or 90% of coins, I mean, obviously I'm not watching all of them, but they are all still looking for lower lows, or at least we do not have a proper reversal signal. Ethereum is one of the few coins that actually has done something, let's say, more significant since the June low. And it is still above the $1,000 level. So this is all still looking good, but we are currently in a range. We need a signal here. Again, the key decision points are at 1130 and on the upside at 1290. Until we break that, we are in a range. A first indication where we're going to head is the triangle here. So a breakout of the triangle to the downside will pretty clearly send us down to 1130, and to the upside we can get into this resistance range. There are few possibilities how this lower level wave count can be interpreted. On this chart, I currently have the bullish scenario outlined, where we say this is a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and the wave 3 would follow, but we would need to stay ideally above 1130. Below that, it will decrease the likelihood of a bullish outcome. And I'm clearly flagging this up because we are in a support zone. This is a support zone, and this is a valid long trade setup as per Elliott Wave. Yeah, it is. It is not a high probability one. I can tell you that as well. I did say that before. And the reason for that is because This wave 1 doesn't really look great. Yeah, it's not very impulsive. And the wave 2 is getting very long, but it's a valid long trade setup. The problem with this long trade setup, and also why it is not high, not necessarily too high probability, is because it could very well also be some kind of a wave 4, and we will drop once more lower. I showed that in the previous videos as well, that this could just be a triangle, basically a wave A, B, C, D, E, and we would then quite imminently break the 1130 level. And that's also because both of these counts currently show here short-term to the downside. The triangle would actually lead to a break of the 1130 level, and the bullish count that I just showed you here, the yellow one, where we come down in a wave C in 5 waves, that would be the one where we hold support at 1130. But also here we would expect some short-term downside. Yeah, this is sort of at least likely at the moment. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in these markets, and if you see a break above the 1230 level, then we're probably in something that could actually lead to a breakout of the triangle and a breakout above 1290, or at least a retest. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are here with Ethereum. Not too much going on here, but I think the weekend could really be a decision weekend. Yeah, it could be a decision weekend. We're heading closer and closer into the apex here of a triangle. And we are getting here pretty, I mean, how long does this want to go on for? This has now been going on for a week here, this sideways range, and it's getting squeezed and squeezed, so it can't really get much more squeezed. Maybe throughout the weekend it will get squeezed a bit more before we eventually see a decision here. But yeah, as you always know, when you see such sort of long-term sideways movement like here, this was absolutely awful. This was, remember that in October. And we suddenly saw that spike to the upside, right? This was, by the way, a very similar pattern where we also saw a move to the upside, which we traded, made some profits. And this is a similar situation. So it's in no way guaranteed it's going to go down. But as you get squeezed and squeezed and squeezed, also here volatility reduced, there is usually then a spike afterwards. So don't be surprised to see a spike. This is a long trade area. Also here, we talked about it, 4 weeks long. Yeah, it's never guaranteed to work out, but this was an area for accumulation. Everybody who missed it was pissed off, but we had 4 weeks to accumulate. Now, I'm not telling you to do it, but I just want to make you aware that this was a very similar accumulation phase. Also here, a lot of people said we're going to drop below it. My view was we're going to find support and move higher, which we did. Took profits along the way, end up here at 1620, and then we came down again. And now the view is again of everybody, we're going to come down. Now we could do that. Absolutely, we could do. But it is also a valid long trade setup. Yeah, so just be aware of that. Yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, then please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.